All right, there we go. We are live after a unique All Star race. What is the best way to put this thing? Got an exciting finish. We definitely can say that. Uh, the two most exciting, I would say, short track races of the season have been, let's say, gimmick races or whatever you want to call them. Exhibition races. But the two most exciting short track races of the season have been exhibition races, and this track raced really well. Would love to see 40 cars on it. There's a lot to unpack from it. It's not a points race, so you approach it a little bit differently. But before we jump in all that, Christopher Bell wins the race. Wins the race over Joey Logano. Ross Chastain with a strong third place finish. There was a tire strategy there. Christopher Bell took 4 tires. Joey Logano and Ross Chastain took no tires. Joey Logano was a decision not to take any tires. Don't know why they made that call on the 22 team, other than they went over and talked to the 88 team there from the Open and said, hold our beers because we're going to do something equally as insane as what the 88 team did in the Open. Ross Chastain was out of tires from that spin he had earlier in the All-Star race, so he was forced to do no tires. He ends up finishing third, Alex Bowman in fourth, Chase Elliott fifth, William Byron in sixth. That combination of 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 Chevrolets ends up winning Chevrolet. I still don't know how the manufacturer thing works, but I guess they had the lowest points total, sort of like a golf score here, by finishing third through sixth. So they won the manufacturer's deal with that group of finishers right there. Tyler Reddick here in seventh place, Kyle Busch in eighth, Chase Briscoe in ninth, and Chris Buescher in 10th. And the rest of your field is going to be Carson Hocevar, Denny Hamlin, Noah Gragson, Austin Dillon, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Ryan Blaney, Josh Berry, Austin Cindric, John Hunter Nemechek, Harrison Burton, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, and Daniel Suarez. But yeah, the decision to take the decision to take no tires was also a decision made by Ryan Blaney there. You see, he ends up in 16th place. He had a tire go down or something there at the very end as well, but he was falling through the field like a rock even before that. But yeah, bites Joey Logano in the butt. The 22 car by far had the fastest car in the field today. $1 million slipped through his hands because they sort of refused to, I don't know. Let's see. Sort of refused to put the I don't know, refused to put the 4 tires on the car there. So super interesting there that they didn't do that. But yeah, that's going to be sort of the talk of the town. I feel like I don't know. Joey Logano didn't take 4 tires. Definitely had the fastest car. Was still able to finish second. Where you saw everybody else that took 4 tires there, not able to even hold on to second place like Joey Logano did. Let's jump into the chat and see what you guys want to talk about. OJ and Toothpaste saying, C. Bill, what did you think of the racing overall? Says OJ and Toothpaste. I thought the racing was good. There was multiple grooves there. They were able to do that and keep going. There was several positions that you could race for. It seemed like the lead with the clean air had a distinct advantage. We've seen that with this car 100%. However, let's see. I don't know. Let's see. However, I don't know. It was just one of those deals where I feel like if you had 40 cars on the track, it would have been more one of those deals where the leader would have had to deal with lap traffic. So I think that would have been something interesting there as well. So 40 cars I'd like to see. If I never see Michael Waltrip again, it will be too. The caution there was another thing that sort of the promoter's caution was another point of contention. It felt like another gimmicky race. Are these races getting too gimmicky? That was also a point of contention with these things as well. So going to be super interesting going forward how this all plays out. I don't know. That's like I said, the two best races this year have been exhibition races. So I think that's going to be the way it goes from here on out. Do they take some of these things from the exhibition races and incorporate them? But then on the other side of it, some people feel like the exhibition side of it has made these things just be too gimmicky as well. So it's just an interesting conversation. But yeah, the Michael Waltrip throwing the flag there. It's an all-star race. It's an exhibition race. They made a big deal about it. He climbed up to the thing. He actually ends up dropping the flag. And then when he drops the flag, there's fireworks and all kinds of other stuff. So it went super WWE entertainment side of things. So it'll be interesting for sure. Let's see. Jet fishing, best race this year. It was really nice to see brake rotors glowing. This track seemed to work the next gen harder than any other track. Plus, there was no shifting. It says just fishing. Yeah, this track raced really well. Would love to see a points paying race here. No doubt about it. 100%. I think that would be a good thing. In between the lanes, what's up, my friend? Good to see you on here. Speedway Anywhere. What a day. Tony Stewart wins his second Top Fuel final. My secret favorite, Hocevar, won the Open. And the All-Star finally didn't suck. So there you go. Hocevar does win the Open. That's a big deal for him as well. So a little momentum over there. And like I said, SVG, the 88 car, they decided to take 4 tires. Everybody else took 2 tires. That really bit them there. I don't understand that call either, but it is what it is. Did you like the promoter's caution? I think it's too gimmicky for me, OJ. But at the end of the day, if you're on the racetrack, you know that's coming. So I thought that was one of those things that you sort of have to be prepared for if you're the 22 car. I still don't understand why the 22 car didn't take tires there, or the 12 as well. So super interesting. Shah, who has now become a worshiper of Odin, I guess, because Joey Logano won this race. So he has switched up teams, I guess, as you say. How about Nemechek getting the second spot in the All-Star Open? Says in between the lanes. Yeah, John Hunter Nemechek drove it up there. Sort of got it under control, 100%. Very impressive run from him. They took 4 tires. There was another sort of change up there where the guys that took 4 tires were really coming at the end of that one as well. So super interesting the way that played out for sure. Brad Keselowski, he continues having his run of bad luck. So just 6 car can't catch a break this year for sure. Shah, what's up, my friend? Let's see. They shouldn't have a regular. They should have a regular season race. Says PC Gone Rogue. Yeah, I agree, 100%. Hey BB, first stream I've been to in a while. Says Team FT. What's up, Team FT? Always good to see you on here. Michael Waltrip needs to just walk away and go fishing while he still has a small amount of self-respect. Says Shah. Maybe it was definitely something else tonight. That was something else. That's all I can say about it. If that last caution didn't come out, who would have won? Says OJ and Toothpaste. Without a doubt, Joey Logano had this thing covered. I think, in my opinion, I don't think anybody was going to get up there and really significantly challenge him. So without the last caution, for sure, the 22 wins. And he smiled there at the end with $1 million. He wasn't happy about it, but he smiled and laughed through it. $1 million slipping through his fingers for sure. If that last caution didn't come out, who would have won? I just read that one. Sorry. Last Cup Series broadcast for Fox, says in between lanes. A lot of people are rejoicing about that. So for sure. Happy Sunday. Please don't forget to hit the like button, says Rosie. Indeed. Happy Sunday. What's remaining of it? Just a few more minutes of it for sure. On the East Coast. Were you impressed with the 88? Says OJ and Toothpaste. I was impressed with Shane Van Gisbergen getting out there and doing his thing. But once he got back in the pack and didn't have the clean air, that was a wrap for him. But I was impressed with how he ran the racetrack. So a good deal for him for sure. NASCAR, even F1 added softer compounds this week to increase tire wear. Let's continue to see some softer compounds in NASCAR, says Bruce Garvey. Yeah. Softer tires would certainly help for sure. Pretty good race overall till that circus caution, says Shah. Shah didn't like the final caution at the end as well. Logano has now led the most laps in All-Star history, says Team FT. There you go. Most laps in All-Star history. That's pretty crazy. 11 was not good this race. Surprise. Toyota, except for Christopher Bell, who won the race, Toyota itself looked to be pretty off here. Not sure what was going on. Joe Gibbs threw his opinion out there. He said, I spent $10 million to win $1 million. So he sort of, in my opinion, was siding with Denny Hamlin there when they were talking about run what you brung. And Denny Hamlin said, why would we spend that much money to win $1 million when we'd have to spend at least twice that? So Joe Gibbs sort of seemed like in that moment when he made that quote, he was siding with Denny Hamlin there. Yeah, super surprised that Hamlin, short track ace, really was out of this one the entire weekend. Never was in it. Who you rooting for in the Indy 500? Rooting for Kyle Larson. Don't think he's going to get it done. Scott McLaughlin looked like he had the fastest car, but he wrecked it today. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I had Scott McLaughlin until he got in the wreck. I thought he was going to be the man to beat there. Canada Series race today was pretty good. Heard the modified tour was a mess though. I didn't see any of the modified stuff today, so I can't really comment on that. Modifieds are always a good series, good class to watch, but sometimes they do get a little messy. The Cup race itself was messy though, so how can you? Yeah, you can't say that without saying that. So soft as F tires and 750 horsepower. Rip the underbody out would make it a good car, says Shaw. Yeah, I think those are some changes a lot of people would agree with. 100%. The underbody not helping the racing at short tracks 100%, and softer tires would certainly help. More horsepower is definitely going to give you more variation throughout the field. What happened to Blaney system race? He cut a tire down. It looked like at the end of the race that 4 tire deal didn't work for him, and it looks like he might have got into somebody, so that's why he went backwards. Are you excited for Prime NASCAR, says OJ2? I'm excited to see what kind of ratings they get. That's going to be the first thing, and I think that they will do a good job with the overall coverage for sure. Wilkes County shows up for their track. Guaranteed fan base, says Just Fishing. Indeed. It was sold out, and Christopher Bell wants there to be a points race there. And when he said that, you heard the roar from the crowd. So for sure. Did no shifting help, says Tim Brace? I think so. I think no shifting makes it more like a short track that we're used to seeing, and no shifting on a short track makes for better racing at a short track in the Cup Series for sure. Seabell win. Does Seabell win the chip this year, says OJ Toothpaste? He's got as good a chance as anybody. It's so hard to predict those things. You got to get to the Final Four and stuff like that. But it does bode well for him that he won this All-Star race, and Joey Logano won it last year. So it does bode well for him that this package would probably be very similar to a package that they would run, of course, at Phoenix or somewhere. A track similar to this would be Phoenix, I guess I should say. Have you tried Apple Bush beer? I have. It's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Nice race. I thought overall some of the best short track racing overall with this car. This is probably the best short track race with this car. And like I said, would love to see it have a points race, 100% Dirty Def. Was this the best short track race with the next gen car? For this season, for sure, certainly. I think a lot of people would point at Bristol with the tire fall off and stuff like that, but this one was good. The stands weren't packed. It was about 3/4 full, says Escobar. It looked like a sellout to me, so I don't know. It looked like a pretty good crowd, but it is what it is. Didn't Mike Joy have a stat? If you win the All-Star race, you have a good chance at winning the championship. He did mention something about that during the broadcast. I do remember him saying something. I don't remember exactly what he said, though. You ever going to the Indy 500? I'm not going this year, so I can't speak on that. Good point about Bristol last year, says Dirty Duff. Yeah, a lot of people loved Bristol last year with the tire fall off and all that. So hopefully we get one like that for the rest of these short track races. Hopefully NASCAR figures out the package. I don't know. I don't know which way to go with it. All right, just wanted to jump on here and do a quick one. Look like we've reached the end of it. Paint schemes you like? I thought the was it the 34, the overplay? The overplay car I thought was the best car as far as paint schemes go, Lanes. What was Joey talking about being race dirty about? Joey was just mad that $1 million fell through his fingers. He used to never cry about how he's getting raced until this year. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he got a TV show now, and he's got to say something about it. In between, we already know it. Says Thunder Strikes, your favorite paint scheme this year? God, this year I don't know. I couldn't help you with that, OJ. That's it's been it's been a lot of them. Great race, says Tim Brace. It'll be a Penske car, says Thunder. More cowbell, says Shab. More cowbell. Let's see. If it wasn't a sellout, it was close. There was a lot of people walking off the fence. Once the few tracks that you can get that close to the action, says I Just Fishing. So there you go. Dirty Duff saying thanks, and Shy saying ding, 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 ding. So there you go. That's going to do it for this one. I appreciate y'all hanging out, and until the next one, peace.